So Riksen Shikpa used the expression ordinary life. What would be the opposite to it? I love that question.
Also was könnte das Gegenteil von gewöhnlichem Leben sein?
There's so much so many notions about ordinary life actually in the West, modern West. If you live in like if you're in school, a school teacher, ordinary life is being out of the school. And if you're in the hospital, and you're always working with doctors and nurses, then ordinary life is not in the hospital. Or if you're an actor, like you were saying the other day, and you're in the acting world, then ordinary life is outside. So that's on the one hand, it's like that perfect world out there that's ordinary, which is a tremendous status. And then sometimes it's the other way around. You feel, I'm stuck in ordinary life in my family and my job and, earning a living, and it's also difficult. And, being in a Dharma centre, that would be something special. And even in the Dharma centre, we tend to think, what's going on in ordinary life? Maybe I ought to get back to ordinary life. Just something outside of where I'm stuck now. So there's a lot of emotion and notions around it, isn't there? The ordinary person, there's a tremendous sense of status if you're an ordinary person. Nobody wants to be a special person, to be an ordinary person. But actually, if they're an ordinary person, there's nothing they want more than to be a special person. I don't know in what context Riksen Shikpa said it, but this question does come up, doesn't it, about the specialness of Dharma practice and finding time to practice Dharma, and then it seems like our job, our family, things that happen in our lives kind of seem to get in the way. We have a good intention, for example, to meditate every day, or to study something, or to go on retreats, or to follow a course, or whatever it is. And then ordinary life gets in the way. I think it's really important to give up that notion.
Es ist wichtig, diese Meinung loszulassen.
There isn't any ordinary life, it's all life.
Es gibt nicht diese Unterscheidung, das ist das normale Leben. Alles ist Leben.
Dharma isn't just informal practice. Doesn't always come packaged as, this is Dharma event. But actually, you could label every event in your life as a Dharma event. You've got the 6 paramitas. There's no time ever that you can't be engaged in practicing them. So there isn't such a thing really as ordinary life getting in the way. At the very least, you could be practicing patience, forbearance. And there's nothing gets you to enlightenment quicker. But then there's a problem, isn't there? Because if you were to treat everything equally as Dharma, when would you ever find time to do retreats and study and deepen your practice? There's, what needs to be done in the world is endless. There's always more people to help, there's always more problems, there's always more demands, there's always it's never going to end. It's never going to get better. It's like, what's it like when you build a sand castle and you try to hold the sea back. You know, it's going to come in. You can bucket it out and bucket it out, but you know, you're going to be overwhelmed in the end. So that's why a lot of emphasis is put on the importance of meditation, of retreats, of studying, of deepening your practice, of meeting the teacher, learning from the teacher, and things that are specifically designed to deepen and strengthen your vision and practice. And we have to put a lot of emphasis on that, on renunciation, on the need for renunciation, for the need to prioritise Dharma. Otherwise, it would never come to the top of the list. So first we have to really emphasise choosing Dharma over and above anything else, putting it first, which is what renunciation is really. And then when you've put it first, you can then think about the best way to take it forward. And for each individual that's going to be different. And it's very important when you've made your choice to do it well.
Und wenn du deine Wahl getroffen hast, dann ist es sehr wichtig, das auch wirklich gut zu machen.
And if you think to yourself, well, I'm going to do this now, and then after this I'm going to do, as soon as I get a good opportunity, I'm going to do, and you have an idea of where you want to go next with your practice, and to have that very strongly.
Ja, machst.
So often I hear people bemoaning the fact they can't come more often because the family, because of this, because of that. Then this and that's, you know, finishes and they could now choose to come more often. And before I know where I am, they've chosen to do something completely opposite. So, you know, I have very little patience with people telling me, you know, I'm not practicing because of this or that, or I will come when this and that is finished. I think, oh well, we'll see. We'll see what really comes first. But I think people forget. I think people forget how much they want to do retreat or how important they think it is. And they get disheartened, and then when the opportunity presents itself, they don't even notice. They go off and do something else, get themselves involved in something else. Oh, I can't come because of the cat. Okay. So you don't come for years because of the cat or the dog or something. The cat or dog dies, and invariably they get a new one.
Und Lama Shenpen,
not always, but it's very sad.
das ist echt traurig.
Very sad. So then, the effort to make Dharma sound something special is all about helping to prioritise it. And it's really important when you feel you would really like to do retreat but you can't, to really rejoice in those people who are doing it and increase and empower yourself to really wish that and remember that's what you want.